Hi Cancer, welcome back to my channel. This is Jennifer. If you have never been here before, please, first of all, welcome to my channel. And please give me a subscribe. So I pulled already the cards. I did, ask specifically for those born under the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. And I also asked for those who will be viewing this. So hopefully you were included in that. Of course, it's a general message, so the messages may not resonate with everyone, but take what you can. At the end of the reading, I'm going to pull one oracle card as well as a one-word card that perhaps you can meditate on or will give us further insight into the reading or just give you more guidance for the week ahead. So this reading is for January 22nd through the 31st for this last 10 days of January. And I'm going to jump right into the reading. So for you, Cancer, we've got the Hierophant, the Ten of Pentacles, the Ace of Cups, and the Four of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Cups. So this talks about past memories, perhaps somebody from your past coming back into your life. Sometimes it doesn't necessarily have to be sweet memories. It can be negative ones. But I'm getting the sense that these are sweet, positive memories that you're having of somebody. Or perhaps somebody who brings positive feeling to you that you may be reconnecting with at this time. And with the Hierophant here at the beginning, so the Hierophant talks about, of course it's the Pope on the card there, right? But doesn't necessarily mean like organized religion. To me, what this card represents are the laws of perhaps nature, spiritual laws, not the laws like the emperor, not the man-made laws. These are the laws that are already in place. This can also represent a teacher. But many times I'm always weary of spiritual teachers. I think that there are people, of course, who are in true alignment with the universe and have, gained wisdom through their lives that certainly can share that wisdom with you as a teacher in some shape, or form. And of course, there are books written that you can garner knowledge from. But I also feel, in a sense, that we are all this teacher truly for ourselves. Now, this Hierophant can also represent a Taurus in your life. Perhaps some of you are married to a Taurus. Perhaps you're reconnecting with somebody. Maybe the sign Taurus is prominent to you in some way. And overall, this is, you see the keys here at the feet of the Hierophant. That's being able to access this knowledge, right? Whether it's inner knowledge or seeking out that information. Okay, this is about your spiritual teachings in a way. All right. And next we have the Ten of Pentacles. And this card to me speaks of, it could be, well, it's definitely some kind of partnership, but perhaps there's a third party involved in this somehow. It also talks about the card of inheritances and of really feeling fulfillment in terms of your material well-being. It could be a card that represents marriage. For some of you, this could be you are married, okay? Maybe you've been married for a long time, and perhaps this love that you felt for each other is starting to be rekindled for some of you, okay? Or, because we do have the Four of Swords here, this Ace of Cups, which is a great card to have in your reading, Cancer, could be some kind of a new opportunity for you. One where you feel like you need to sort of rest and think about it. Now, to end with the Four of Swords, to me, indicates the Four of Swords is like, it's a soldier laying down and rest, okay? And it's about perhaps putting an end to something. Also talks about needing to meditate, contemplate, and just sort of think about things. It's not a time to jump into to something new. It's a time for rest. It's a time for contemplation, basically. Now, perhaps for some of you, I'm getting like there could be some health issues that have affected the relationship in the past. Or perhaps one of you has fallen ill in some way. Perhaps you've had to go through some difficulty. And if this is not a relationship, then the Ten of Pentacles doesn't necessarily mean a partnership. But it could be that you have, in a way, found some kind of material well-being through, and material well-being, it doesn't have to be that. It can also just be knowledge. The Ten of Pentacles could be knowledge as well. The Pentacles represent anything that is on the earthly plane. So knowledge is something that could definitely be accumulated or inherited, especially with the Hierophant nearby. Perhaps you have been learning about love. Perhaps you have learned a lot about love. Perhaps you are integrating the things that you've learned. Perhaps there's some new beginning coming for some of you. But whatever it is that's coming up in this last 10 days of January, this new beginning, it is advising you to, it's not the time for you to, come marching through full speed ahead. It's a time for you to integrate the things that you've learned and to think before you move forward. So let's pull an oracle card just to get some more insight about this reading, and perhaps also the Four of Pentacles can talk about healing. Perhaps you are healing an old relationship. Perhaps there's some healing coming through. For some of you, perhaps you have gone and, done your, perhaps you've looked at your life in terms of like these spiritual laws that I've talked about, the way things work in this world. Perhaps you have come to some understanding of things. And tens also represent completion. So it's the ending of a cycle and the beginning of something new. A beginning of something that potential, this is pure potential. The Ace of Cups doesn't necessarily mean that all of this wonderful, of course it could be that all of this wonderful things are coming to you in terms of love and fulfillment and contentment. But it's a new beginning. It's pure potential. It hasn't really been realized yet. It's an opportunity. So maybe this is healing, because I do feel with the Ace of Cups and the Four of Swords next to each other, this is definitely a healing. This is a healing energy. Some of you maybe will be going through some period of healing, whatever that means to you. It could be mental, emotional, physical, spiritual healing. So let's see. Get a good shuffle on these. All right, so please bring us one card for further insight for those under the sign of Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Please give us more insight into this reading, guidance, or advice. Okay, this card just Hidden Realms Open, Borderland. Okay, so let's see what this says. So maybe you've been also, maybe you've really been putting in a lot of work and effort in terms of your spiritual understanding, knowledge, things like that. Perhaps you are becoming a teacher, or at least you are feeling like you are your own teacher in a way. And maybe you're breaking through to a new level of understanding, right? And of integrating. And perhaps healing in some way. So let's see what this has to say for you. Okay. Borderland. Hidden realms open. Borderlands are powerful and mystical areas. They are tween places, neither one place nor another. They are doorways into new realms, dimensions, and paths, places of great power and creativity. Pay attention to what you are feeling. Your intuition is correct. There are opportunities to move into new worlds. Crossing borderlands is both exciting and sometimes frightening. There are unknown factors at play. This is a time of going forward in faith, in spite of fears, and in spite of not knowing what lies ahead. Trust what has been hidden will be revealed, and it will bless your life. So this could also be like going within, meditating, perhaps shamanic journeying, and coming to perhaps some realization within, right? Because of you've put in the effort and the work, and it takes time to sort of unlock certain things that go on within you. So that's interesting. Now let me just pull one of these little cards here. Please give me one card here for Cancer. Cancer. What does Cancer... What will help Cancer the most right now? Patience. Patience. So you see this little angel here is like working on like knitting a sweater or something like that. So whatever it is that you've been working on, perhaps you've been trying to, find an answer to something, or you've been meditating for answers, or you've been searching for healing. And this card to me is saying, and these two cards go together, I think, really well, because, what's more patient than when we are at rest, right? When we are in meditation. So be patient with yourself, be patient with others. And that's all I have for you this week. So Cancer, thank you for joining me today. I hope to talk to you in the next video. And again, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Thanks again. Bye-bye.